Hi, Aries. This is Kathy. Welcome to my channel, Kathy Mamolen, Psychic Medium. Welcome to a timeless love reading for my twin flames. Today, we're going to ask Spirit for my Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, and any cross watcher. What is going on in this twin connection? Where are we headed? What's next? What does Spirit have for us? What is your person thinking and feeling? Spirit, please share with me. For anyone who has found this message, I am listening for you now. Let's see what we have. I think you're beautiful. I like the swan, soulmate energy, rumors, a little bit of gossip feeling. People are talking. I'm not sure what that is. I think I love you, if they haven't told you already. The last time we saw each other, I was trying to hide my feelings, holding back. Somebody's holding back. Your confidence is sexy. Nice. I feel the same way. An extrovert. Okay. I want them to not hold back their feelings. That's important to me. And then there's this beautiful magnetic energy. It just came into me as, I'm just going to say it this way. I don't know what's going on here, and I don't understand this connection. So we may not be to a place where we've actually admitted our feelings, and we just feel this invisible force. Okay, that's how I'm going to see what the cards say, of course, but it's almost this invisible energy between us that we both feel it. I mean, you can say chemistry, it's magnetic, but we both feel it. And maybe we haven't come out in the open and said, this is what I'm really feeling, and then do something about it. But it did come into me as I just don't understand. This just is, I have never felt this way before, or I just feel so kind of crazy. Crazy when you're around, and I don't know why. And if somebody who's normally very extroverted and very, good in other areas of their life, their success, they've got their act together, they have strong relationships, and then this kind of whirlwind energy comes into their life, and they're like, I don't know what is going on. I don't know what is going on. So they may be just holding back their feelings until they figure out what is going on. So a little bit of you're driving them crazy. I have a Hermit. I have a Knight of Wands. There's the passion. Like, I'm willing to jump through hoops for you. Two of Wands. I'm thinking about a future with you. And I have a Devil. The Devil is coming into me a little bit of, I'm going to say devilish, not so much as like in a hurting way, but I want to do bad things to you, or I can't wait to make love to you. I can't wait to tear your clothes off. So it's a little bit of that kind of energy coming into me. This person could have been alone for a while. All of a sudden, you've got them jumping through hoops and wondering, like, why am I so crazed over this one person? I've never been this crazy about somebody. King of Pentacles, beautiful. They are strong in other areas of their life. This feeling of, I want to feel secure emotionally. And then the Five of Swords, this like, you are just tearing me inside and out, like it's just coming at me in a lot of different ways. So I'm not surprised that they're holding back. I'm not surprised that they aren't kind of showing their hand of cards, that they are waiting to see, is this real, and that's really how I feel. This is surreal. I don't get it. I don't get why I'm crazy around you, or I can't get my head off of you, or I've been with a lot of different people over the years. I've had other long-term relationships. Like, why am I feeling so kind of out of sorts, because twin flames have a tendency to do that to each other. It just feels like it's a surreal experience, and you start to question everything you're doing, everything they're doing, and you just feel like you're living in some kind of weird time warp. So don't be surprised at that. A marriage, this relationship could move towards a sacred union, which would be beautiful if that's something you want. Taking it slow and getting to know each other. Your person may be just trying to calm this energy down. Like, I have to be able to live my normal life. I got to be able to go to work. I got to be able to take care of my other responsibilities. I can't be just thinking about you, texting you, wanting to make love to you all the time. So I feel like your person may be just saying, you know what, let's just take this slow. It's a long journey. I'm not going anywhere. Let's just see where we go. And sometimes you take that as they're trying to slow it down because they're not that into you, when it could be really the opposite. They don't want to screw it up, and they really do want to be with you. An awakening, someone is going a spiritual awakening. The grass is greener, the sky is bluer. I'm falling in love for the first time in a long time, if ever. Sometimes these twin connections they're so intense that it makes you question, did I really love the people in my past? Like, I must have been in love with them because I was in a relationship with them. But then this twin relationship comes in and you're so in love with that person. You feel like your head's going to pop off. So it is kind of opens your eyes to, like, what have I gotten myself into, and what is this? Because it's just so different. Acceptance, accepting that everything happens for a reason. This person's in your life for a reason, that you have, met each other for a reason, that, even where we're headed is already kind of predestined. So keep that in mind. But if your person is trying to slow this energy down, it's just because they don't want to go off the deep end. They really want to get a handle on, that this is real, and they may be asking themselves, like, is this real? So I feel like that's the direction this is headed. I have an 8 of Cups, 2 of Cups. I have a Judgment. There's that, look at that cat's face. Just the sense of, there's that, like, I don't want to show you my hand yet. Like, you can see, so like a little bit guarded, like, are you ready for this? It's kind of interesting. And I have an Ace of Pentacles. So I do feel like they're going to step forward. Here's a Knight of Swords. We're going to start to talk about where we're headed next. This great connection. I do feel like they're trying to move on with either moving in the direction of that they want to accept this into their life, even if it's crazy, even if it feels like a roller coaster ride, even if it feels like I'm so nuts about you that I'm not able to get anything else done, or that this just can't be normal, like we are just too infatuated with each other, or you start to obsess over each other and you start to think this isn't healthy. Some of those energies are just because it's twin flames that just found each other, and it is very, very passionate in the beginning. So some of that will slow down over time, but this person's trying to get to a place where I have something to offer you, and I want to make this real. I want to make this real. I just don't want it to go so fast that it gets out of control. And that's how I feel it's going on. There's the control. Stagnation, needing to control the situation. Now, your person may be trying to control the timeline and saying, I only want to see you on the weekends, or I don't want to see you during the week because I work, and that might not be enough for you. And you may be struggling with that because you miss them when you're not with them, or you want to see them all the time. And they may be putting boundaries around how often we see each other. So that might be something that you guys are working through or talking about, because sometimes twin flames want to be together 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. And one person will say, this is too much. I can't do this. I've got other things in my life that I've got to do. But I feel at home with you. I'm cozy. It's exciting to be here. This connection has great potential, limitless potential. They're saying, I have a destruction. So there, for every ending, there's a new beginning. So I feel like this is just an old pain. They are thinking of every time I've gone down this path before and I had kind of a fast moving energy. It just didn't end well. You know, it was like it blew up in my face. It didn't end well. And Spirit saying, bottom of the deck, the answer to your question is yes. So if your question is, am I going to end up with this person? Is this person going to come around? Is this person going to realize that, you know, this is really, this is real and this is what they want? I do feel like the answer is yes. Give this person some time. Let them realize that it's okay to have these feelings, that you feel the same way, that this is mutual. This isn't just one person obsessing over the other, that these feelings are mutual. So I think that that would be most important in this connection right now, Aries. I have a Lover's card, truly a soul connection, gorgeous. King of Pentacles, there's the control. I feel like this person has other areas of their life that they're probably very good at their job. They probably know what they want. They probably make big decisions all the time. And then all of a sudden this whirlwind romance has come into their life and they're no longer in control. They feel like they can't control their feelings. They feel like their thoughts are all over the place. They feel like they're obsessing. I have a King of Cups, King of Pentacles. They are overly emotional even, and a Four of Wands, thinking about a future together. So they're already daydreaming about where this could go. If they're not saying these things out loud, there could be a lot going on in your person's mind that they haven't shared with you, or they could be starting to share, you know, along the lines of, I feel the same way. You know, I just want to do the right thing. I just want this to unfold on its own. I don't want to make it happen. I want it to, if it's going to happen, it's going to happen, you know. So they may be trying to play this I control things card, and Fate and Destiny has a different, something else in store for them. But I do feel like they are trying to control at least the speed of this connection. I'm going to say it that way. At least the speed. A Coffin. Endings bring new beginnings. So they're in a transition of some kind. They have either ended a relationship, walked away, or they're just reminded of what they went through in the past. So they're still in some kind of transition. They're trying to decide, is this what I really want? Do I want to jump all in? I love you. I love being with you. This is exciting. I haven't felt this way in a long time. Am I ready to truly, you know, commit? And that's, I think, where we're headed. The dragonfly, be lighthearted, finding out, things come to light, changing, healing. Okay. Showing your hand of cards. There it is. This, I think your person is holding back. I think that they are just like, I'm just enjoying you. I want to see where this goes. It's all fun. It's exciting. And you're like, I need to know where we're headed. And they might not quite be ready for that yet. Doesn't mean that they're not going to share that with you soon. It just means they're just holding that hand of cards close to their chest. They've been stabbed in the back. They have a heartache. They've been deceived in the past. That is probably what is behind all of this energy. They probably have a story about, you know, I gave my heart to somebody. I gave somebody everything I had. And at the end of the day, I didn't get it back, something like that. But just keep reminding them that you're not the person that hurt them. You're not the person that stabbed them in the back. And you only want to be with them. So at some point, they'll stop comparing you to their past person, and they'll start looking at you as the person that's right in front of them that's good for them. Okay. It was difficult to walk away. So they're reliving They're reliving a past relationship from start to finish. And sometimes when we start a new relationship, that happens. We go through, I've been here before. I thought I was in love once. I married that person and then I had to get a divorce, like, and it was really hard. I walked away from my house, my kids. Like, people go through tremendous and traumatic things. So when they're trying to start a new relationship and these new doors open, the first thing they do is revisit everything they went through in the past. It has nothing to do with you. It's like, what lessons did I learn? What's going to be different this time? How do I want to handle things differently this time? I lost my way with self-destruction. I was self-destructive. So maybe they weren't taking care of themselves. They were drinking too much. They are not proud of some of their behaviors when they were first single, or they ended something. So they've had to pull their life back together. I run away and I hide my true self. They're holding back. No doubt in my mind. I watch you from a distance. I want to know what you're thinking, what you're feeling. You were the right person at the wrong time. They may have even tried to push you away to slow this energy down. I'm becoming more aware of what this connection is. I like that. I like the fact that they're realizing that you can push me away, but it just keeps coming around. We just keep finding each other. We just keep thinking about each other. I desire and I crave you. I need space. So you could be hearing all of these things. Like, I need to slow this down. I need to take care of business. I need to limit the time that we see each other so that this isn't all I'm doing. I feel like they're just trying to control the timeline and the pace. I wish I had a second chance. So even when they push you away, it's this constant feeling of coming back around and wanting more and finding themselves, finding their answers. So this is truly a twin flame journey, and this feeling of I don't understand this connection keeps coming into me, that they still keep questioning this connection instead of wondering that this could be amazing and accepting it for what it is. They just keep questioning it, and they've got to just accept it. Here's the Justice card. Being fair to you, temperance, balancing each other, gorgeous. Three of Pentacles, we can work as a team, we can work through this, we can be together. And this is an extra card in this deck, the Artist, creativity, a little bit of an escaping feeling into some kind of creative energy, whether it's music or the arts or some kind of hobby that I like to spend my time doing these things. It helps me in different ways. 10 of Pentacles, we could be really happy. Happy home. There's the truth revealed. Beautiful. And a 10 of Wands. I'm not sure why your person is putting so much pressure on themselves. It's like there's two people in this relationship. They are not the only one who's making a decision. I guess they've traveled a long road. They've got some baggage. They feel like they've got some baggage. They feel like, been there, done that energy. But the bottom line is their true feelings are coming in. And that's what I want to focus on. I just want to get to the heart of it. I really do. If you are driving them crazy and they're still they can't deny this in four of Wands, bottom of the deck. So there's that, I want a home, a future, stability. They're just questioning, like, is this real? They just keep asking themselves, like, is this real, over and over again? And they're going to find the truth. They're going to find the answers within themselves. And I want you to just keep letting them know that, yes, this is real. And yes, you feel the same way. And it's all okay. You are my everything. That's where I want them to get to. I want them to get to a place where they just realize that I need you in my life. Okay. I've had other people in my life. It didn't work out. You had other people in your life that didn't work out. None of that has any meaning. It's what is right in front of us. And you can't keep comparing your past to what's right in front of you. So if they're starting to feel like you are my everything, I love spending time with you, I can't get you out of my mind, all of those feelings, I'm going to say just enjoy it. Try to enjoy it. I can't stop thinking about you. That's probably even more important, right? Here's my ace. And if they admit their feelings, and if their feelings are, this is crazy, and I just can't stop thinking about you, and I don't know why. I've never been this obsessed with somebody. I've never had somebody consume my mind. I've dated people. I've even been in long-term relationships, but I've never had anybody that I obsessed over. And that is truly a twin flame experience. And that's what's so hard to explain to people. It really is a very obsessing connection. I can't wait to see you again. If they want to spend time with you, they want to be with you, they keep trying to find the truth in this connection, is how I feel like. They just keep coming around. And as you get closer and you learn more about each other and you both grow, I feel like it becomes less surreal and more real. And that is where we're working towards. But you get somebody with that struggling with, is this real? And is this gonna last? And that's what they're working on. So keep telling them you feel the same way. Keep telling them that you believe it's real, that you're not going anywhere. You're the strong one in this connection, Aries, for some reason. And I'm going to say over time, this person's going to calm down and realize that you really, truly are the best thing that has come into their life, and that you are their everything. I want to thank Spirit for this reading today. If you're new to my channel, please remember to hit that like and subscribe button. Thank you to my Aries for all of your comments. Hit that like button. That always helps my channel to grow. Appreciate that. I'll put my website link below for private readings, KathyMamolen, psychicmedium.com.